Prosecutors in the U.S. state of Wisconsin say they won't bring criminal charges against the police officer who shot the black man Jacob Blake, leaving him paralyzed.
And prosecutors in Wisconsin have announced that no charges will be brought against the white police officer who shot Jacob Blake in Kenosha last summer. Officer Rustin Shesky was recorded by a bystander shooting Jacob Blake 7 times in the back at close range, leaving him paralyzed. The incident sparked protests in the city and across the U.S. About 50 Hong Kong pro-democracy figures have been arrested by police under a national security law following their involvement in an unofficial primary election last year. Local media reports those arrested include former lawmakers from Hong Kong's largest opposition party and pro-democracy activists.
Let's look at the situation elsewhere in Europe now, with several developments on Tuesday afternoon. Portugal's president proposed extending the nationwide state of emergency imposed due to the pandemic. Italy has recorded more than 15,000 new infections. That's up 50% on Monday's figure. There have been a total of more than 76,000 deaths in that country. That's second in Europe only to the UK. Armed police are accompanying deliveries of the vaccine. Denmark is putting new limits on the number of people who can join a public gathering, dropping from 10 to 5. It's also introducing a 2-metre social distancing rule in public areas. And Germany is extending its own lockdown until at least the end of the month. People living in areas where infection rates are particularly high will be forbidden from travelling more than 15 kilometres from their home without good reason. Here's the country's Chancellor, Angela Merkel.
I have said again and again that the winter months, as the experts told us yesterday, are the months when the pandemic can be at its most virulent. With the combination of the mutated virus, which has already been detected here, it is absolutely necessary to take new measures.
When Peter Lowe retired last year, he decided to leave Britain to visit his son in Taiwan. Then came the pandemic. He was unable to return home, so he turned his efforts instead to spearheading a clean-up campaign for the Tamsui River. What started out as a one-man campaign to clean up the trash has now become a fully fledged movement.
The North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has admitted his economic plan for the country has failed. Speaking as he opened a rare meeting of his party Congress, he also said mistakes had to be boldly admitted. The gathering in Pyeongchang is only the second in the past 40 years. We watch closely by analysts for, among much else, any reference to the US presidential election.
There's also a picture of President Donald Trump at a campaign rally in support of Senate candidates in Georgia.
And the New York Times front page focuses, of course, on the race for the Senate. The elections in the US state of Georgia are still too close to call amid a nail-biting ballot count. Huge turnout for that, actually.
Absolutely.
Around about the same people who turned out for the
and
national.
It's very, very close.